Who ordered soldiers to be withdrawn during the governorship and assembly election? Bode George. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning to listen. According to The Punch, Chief Bode George, a former PDP Deputy National Chairman, referred to Saturday's gubernatorial and House of Assembly elections in Lagos State as a national embarrassment. The incumbent Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) was up for re-election. He was opposed by Olajide Adediran of the People's Democratic Party and Gbedebo Rotvivo of the Labour Party. According to The Punch, Sanwo-Olu led the other candidates with a huge margin, and as such, he has now been declared the winner of the Lagos State governorship election. As a result, in a statement he personally signed on Sunday in response to this, but they just stated, during the presidential and National Assembly elections on February 25th, soldiers were observed on the road and there was civility. Thugs did not mess up. There was complete peace. So who ordered the soldiers to be withdrawn during the governorship and House of Assembly elections? Was the departure directed so that thieves could have a few days stealing and touching ballot and papers? My dear Bode George, this is the right time for me to ask that question. Omomi, there's that singer Omomi said, if you ask me now, who I go ask? During the presidential election, we saw a video clip that motivated us, that inspired us that yes, this election, it was going to be free and fair, even though at the end of it was not free and fair. We saw a video clip of the president addressing, I don't know who, maybe it was a press conference, telling them that we should not worry, that he hardly gives orders to the military, but this time around he has given orders that the military should do what? Come out, and anybody who will come out to disenfranchise voters, or those who are going to come out to harass people or do anything that has to do with voters intimidation or oppression, that they should shoot on sight. The thing gave us to be like, so this man won't use this one, use cover for all the years, where we say we don't complain. It's a good one. Not until after the election we started seeing what INEC was doing. INEC was now, in fact, the soldiers, they would have now INEC they're supposed to talk that into. I didn't even say they're supposed to stay INEC if they do anyhow, they go see anyhow. Then that one went and passed. The president didn't even come outside to say anything concerning the elections after all. He just even said that Tinubu, it was a free election, it's a fair election. And then the presidential election came. Before the the governorship and the State House of Assembly elections. It came, and before that time, what did we see? We see people came out, threatening, intimidating. There was already signs of violence. And the thing was, why I was worried was no security agent. I don't think anybody came out. We didn't even hear the president come out to say those who are threatening, this will not, you will not have a field day. Nothing. Even when a certain person came out threatening, as in directly without mask. This one is not an issue, or the kind that you say somebody came and the person wore a mask, you can't see the person's face. You know this person. He came out threatening people, if you are going to come outside and this one and that one, if you're not voting for this particular party, you have it hot. He threatened people. What did the CP of Lagos came out to say? He said it was just a joke, that they should take it as a joke, that he was talking to his neighbor, the way Wazobia people used to narrate them. Sincerely. And what happened? These people really had a field day. Not just in Lagos, but in other environs, in Rivers State, other places. And I kept asking myself, is this the democracy? I am pained to my bone marrow, because you know why? Had it been only us now, go say, okay, this then the rough us. My okay is not that, it's not like it is right. They should continue, but we are used to it. But my pain is international communities watched and observed both elections. They saw how citizens were maltreated, how citizens were harassed, how citizens were killed, how citizens were maimed. We are teaching these people how to treat our citizens outside. Later we'll come out and say, oh, these people are lazy Nigerians. We'll come out and say, oh, these people, Nigerians are lazy, Nigerians are this, they commit some kind of crime. Meanwhile, the remaining dignity we have as a country, they could not protect for us. They could not come outside with the shame of, people, they watch us, so make we treat these people fine. It is like telling the other countries, if these people come your country, if you do them anything. Why? Because while they were watching, they did not respect us. They did not protect us. All the threats that was issued from left, right, center, nothing has been done. It was even after the election, I think 2 days after the election, that we start hearing about some people being invited. And I'm saying, wow, it has now come to the time where patriotic citizens, when you hear, oh, it is not that it's true, before you even start, investigating, when you just hear, you go to the person, you use what's it called, Rambo, what's it called, James Bond style to arrest the person. You use gun, use helicopter. But for somebody who is not patriotic, who is a common criminal, what happens? I was pained to the bone. I was like, I don't understand. I was pained, and I keep saying, if this is allowed to go on, the fact that nobody is even coming to say what these people did is wrong, sincerely, it is going to continue. Before you know, it becomes a fully blown, just like we're dealing with the Boko Haram sect, we're dealing with bandits, we're dealing with other things. The same way it becomes fully blown, then we'll not start looking for things. I don't know why we don't have proactive people in government. So sincerely, Bode George, if you ask me at this point, who exactly I go ask? Who I won't hold responsible? What exactly are we going to say? And I keep saying, do you know what? You see this generation, the ones coming, they are going to ask questions. It is better they ask questions, and our answer to the question, that is, the question will be like, oh, okay, fine, it is true that in the 1960s to 1963 there was civil war in Nigeria that destabilized Nigeria's growth and all that. What if after then, what did you do? They will ask you as a parent, they will ask you as a grandparent, what will be your story? Are you going to say, what excuse? Because this one, they call this generation Gen Z, Gen Z generation, social media generation, no wahala. The ones where they come, maybe then go to be AI generation. What is going to be your reply to what exactly did you do to make Nigeria work again? Okay. Even the police that were on duty were equally useless, to the point that they were aiding and abetting attacks on innocent voters by APC talk. Yes, that's true. Now, at the Abulato part of Lagos, what happened was, after the elections, we heard that, some things happened, and as if it was not all, because I heard the LP won in that particular place. Not like the LP won Lagos, just that particular place, the LP won there. And what happened was, after the election, when people went to church and were on the way back, they started attacking people unprovoked. Many people were injured. As I did yesterday evening, they were crying for help, asking for assistance. And I'm asking, is this it? During the elections, we act as if we don't know each other. But after the elections, we'll come back and we now come together. You go to the market, you see one Mama Chidima, Iya Musa, Iya Ovie coming together to say how the country is bad, how the government is not doing anything about it, how they're tired of Nigeria. Meanwhile, we have an opportunity, or we had opportunities to, do and make things right. And we refuse. We allow our tribal and religious bigotry to blind us from finding a solution to the problems that are bedeviling the country. All right, on this note, you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.